welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, hi, my name is Jennifer. My content is based off of a variety of things. I don't focus just on one thing. I do vlogs, I do beauty, I do, whatever you guys request me to do, I go ahead and try to provide it. And today I am finally gonna be doing the video a lot of ladies have requested me. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. I am going to try to do this topic very quick and short. Today I am going to be talking about reasons why it took me so long to get pregnant, how my pregnancy went, and my labor and delivery. So I've been getting this video asked for so long, and I am finally going to go ahead and do it. Please don't forget to give my video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on the bell button so you get notified when I post new videos. So me and Carlos have been together since 2012. I got pregnant in 2018, and people all the time would ask me, when are you guys gonna have a baby? You guys have been together for so long, like what is delaying you guys in like having a baby? And I used to hate getting that question asked from family members and friends, like, when are you guys gonna have a baby? Like, you guys are getting older and blah blah. Like, I just turned 23. I was pregnant when I was 21. I was 22 when I had Elisa, and I'm now 23. Carlos is gonna be 26. So like, just getting that question asked is very uncomfortable, like you're in the process of working on it and people just don't know, they just assume, and I just didn't like that. So the reason why I took so long to get pregnant was because birth control messed up my body for 2 years. I took it when I took it in 2000, the end of 2015, and afterwards I just stopped using it. I used it for 4 months and it was the worst ever. My mood was horrible. I started breaking out like crazy, and I told Carlos, you know what, I don't think this is gonna work. Like, I'm just gonna stop using it, and if I get pregnant, I get pregnant, because it was something we wanted already. So he said, okay, let's do this. I did it. I was like, okay, maybe a month, 2 months, nothing. I went to go ahead and see my doctors. After a couple of months, Carlos was like, let me go get checked out. Maybe it's just me. And he went to go get checked out. Wasn't him. I went to go do x-rays, ultrasounds. They couldn't find anything wrong. Like, I didn't have no cysts, anything. So what the doctor ended up telling me is like, okay, you know what? I think the birth control messed you up. And so he's like, just give it some time. I did. I gave it some time. It's still nothing. And me and Carlos were so stressed out, like, about having to get pregnant. I went to go get my matriz sobada. I drank teas. I used to do everything to see if it would help me get pregnant. And me and Carlos were just getting so overwhelmed with having to think about the process of not being able to get pregnant and having to like work on it so much. You know what? Let's just let God do his thing. He will go ahead and bring us our little baby whenever he knows that we are ready. And you know what? All these years we enjoyed ourselves so much. We traveled. We would be out all the time. There's not one thing me and him till this day we have not done together. Like, it was the best 6 years that we enjoyed to ourselves, and it's like honestly the best. I don't regret nothing at all. Now I have my baby, and so okay, that's off topic, but we enjoyed ourselves. To put it this way, we enjoyed ourselves the most we can while we didn't have our little baby. So finally in November of 2017, I started feeling very strange. I wanted to get home and just sleep. I didn't want Carlos near me. I was feeling very nauseous, and one night Carlos told me, you know what, you should take a pregnancy test. I feel like you're pregnant. And I was like, no. I was like, there's no way I'm pregnant. Like, we've been struggling. There's no way I'm gonna be pregnant. And that night I went to go shower, and I said, no, I'm not gonna take a pregnancy test. But I had one in the restroom. Before I showered, I went to pee, and I grabbed the test, and I just sat there like, fuck, am I gonna be pregnant? or what's going on. Like, I didn't want to get bad news. I was just so overwhelmed. I was like, I don't want to take this test and be upset that it's negative again. And so after about 5 minutes, I decided to pick up the pregnancy test, and I saw, and it had 2 lines. And I was crying in the restroom. Carlos couldn't hear me. He was playing his PlayStation. So I went into the living room, and I was like, Carlos, I'm pregnant. And I had the test, and he just hugged me. He like picked me up, and he was crying with me. And oh my God, he was like the happiest man ever. Like, his reaction was the best. I went ahead and called my comadre, like, hey, what does this mean? She's like, oh my God, you're pregnant. Go get a digital one. I showered, and we went to Walmart. I got the clear blue digital pregnancy test. I got home, took another one, and it said pregnant. And I just couldn't get it into my head that I was pregnant. I was like, what the hell? Like, no, like, this is a joke. So the next day after finding out that I was pregnant, I went to like a small clinic and just confirmed that I was, until I officially had my appointment at my primary doctor, because I was so anxious. I just wanted to go. So we went to do that, and yep, I was pregnant. I believe I was 6 weeks pregnant, and I did not have a clue that I was pregnant. But afterwards, I was nauseous every single day, throwing up day and night for about 4 months. My first 4 months, day and night throwing up. And the laser just drained me all. I lost about 15 pounds in 4 months. And the doctor was a little worried, because he's like, you're losing too much. But he's like, just make sure you're eating. I couldn't eat junk food at all. All I wanted was home food. I wanted caldo de pollo. I wanted chicken and rice and veggies and fruits. That's all I craved my whole pregnancy. So after all the throwing up and being in bed forever, we went to Mexico, and my vacation was amazing. I didn't throw up one single day. I wasn't nauseous one single day. I was just living my life. And as soon as I get home, I start again. And I told Carlos, like, no, just being at my house disgusted me. And I used to have my house so clean all the time, but I would smell like gas all the time. So I used to hate being home. But okay, after 5 months, we moved into a different house, and it was the best. Like, I was just waiting for the laser to pop out. Afterwards, the next 4 months were like the best. I would just hang out. I would sleep. No nauseousness whatsoever. So it was just great. Carlos ended up planning my baby shower so amazing. Like, he did it just how I pictured it. And it was just the best. There's not one day that he stopped showing me love, and I really appreciate this man for what he does. Till this day, he manages everything on his own, and I'm just so thankful for him. But so I was supposed to give birth August 18th, 2018, but the laser came in earlier, 8 days. I gave birth August 10th, 2018. And it just happened from one day to another. I had an appointment Thursday the 9th, and I was only open to 1 centimeter. The doctor told me, no, like, you need to keep exercising, doing what you gotta do. And so I did. I was doing the medicine ball. I was doing butterfly exercises, just stretching so much. And the next day, Friday, August 10th, I started to have a little bit of cramps, stomach cramps in the morning, like 6 in the morning. And that day, I still went to work. I was off already. I was off for a whole like 2-3 weeks. But that day, I went to work just to deliver checks, because I was in charge of that. So I was like, okay, this might be the last day I come in, because I am having contractions. I didn't eat nothing that day because I knew something was weird. So after I went to work like around 8, came home, exercised the whole time. My bag was ready, Delisa's bag was ready, and I was just working out. Carlos luckily came out early from work, and he said we were timing the contractions, and they were pretty light. And then it was around 12 when I started feeling so bad. I went into the shower and I told Carlos, you know what, I'm gonna take a bath, see how that works. As soon as I got out the shower, I had blood, and I was like, okay, this is not okay. And so Carlos said, get ready, we're going to the hospital. We got to the hospital. We left around 3. I actually took some time to get to the hospital on the phone, and the reason why I took so long was because I remember my mother-in-law had told me, don't go to the hospital as soon as you feel pain. Like, take some time as soon as they get stronger, because if not, they're gonna send you home and you're just gonna be in the hospital more. So I waited till I couldn't handle my contractions anymore, and that's why we got there at 3. And they checked me. They're like, you are 4 centimeters open, dilated. So I was like, okay, so what does that mean? She's like, we're gonna go ahead and place you in a room already, and we're gonna prepare everything for you. So me and Carlos were just so excited. Contractions were getting worse, and Carlos was just on me like, baby, you're gonna be okay, this and that. I'm like, just get out from here, like, get away from here. Like, I don't want to hear it. You don't know what I'm feeling right now. And I just wanted to get the epidural like right then and then, but I had to. So after I got my epidural, my mom ended up coming in with my dad. And so they were just hanging out. I was feeling so good, and I didn't mind a thing. My mom stepped out. She was going to go ahead and have dinner. She's like, oh, I'll be back right now. I don't think you'll be dilated by then. As soon as she walked out, 10 minutes later, I gave birth. And I only wanted Carlos to be in there. I didn't want anyone else. And Carlos was being a little... He was hiding in back of the bed, like by my head, and the nurse was like, sir, you need to come out and help your wife. And he was like not having it. He was so scared, but he finally grew some and was holding my hand. He was holding my leg to help the nurse with my legs, because since I was so numb, I couldn't put too much work into my legs. I was just doing more of like the pushing part. So after about 4 pushes, the laser finally came out, but I was so scared because I didn't hear the laser responding. They were spanking her butt, and then they saw that she had so much like mucus in her mouth, like saliva type of thing in her mouth, and they ended up doing they had like a syringe, and they were removing all that from her mouth, and she finally started to cry. But I was so scared. I was just like, God, please, like, put my baby in your hands, like, please don't let nothing happen to my baby. And after like about a minute, she responded, and they put her right away on my chest. They cleaned her up, they did her vitals and everything, and she was good. Oh my God, this baby came out so freaking pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and post some pictures afterwards of my whole pregnancy and the laser, but it was the best. I did rip through 3rd degree. I'm not sure how much that is, but I did end up getting sutures, and I didn't have no pain at all. Like, it was just the best. Breastfeeding was a little hard, but I did breastfeed for 3 months, and it was also a very good choice that I did, and I want to continue on breastfeed with all the next 4 babies I'm gonna be having. Just kidding, 3 babies, because I want 4 in total. So I'm for sure gonna be breastfeeding, hopefully more next time. And she's so healthy, and she hasn't gotten sick. No fever. She's never had a fever. And I already want to work on the next baby because they're just so cute. Like, I've been having so much baby fever, and I want another little girl. What, mama? Like, my baby has been the best. She lets us sleep all night. I don't know, my baby's just amazing, and that's the reason why I would love to have another baby. But I say, once she's potty trained and she's off her bottle, I was potty trained at 1 year and 3 months, so I hope Delisa is the same way. But that's my story, a quick story of how my whole journey went with having a baby. If you guys have any other questions, let me know, and I'll